because they're human hair. And what's nice about this is it dries straight, but yet it has the ability to curl. So real quick, here's that 16-inch again. I just wanted to show you, if I had done my hair, look how tiny my little top knot would have been. It's like Pebbles, wait, was it Pebbles in Bam Bam? Pebbles was the little girl. Yeah, it's like a tiny little pebble one. So holiday hair, yes. So I'm going to take my hair down. And again, I've already kind of pre-curled my hair. But what I'm going to do now is kind of just this like low pony side sweep. So I'm going to take the same ponytail holder and I'm going to do just kind of like a side swept pony. Now,
Heidi says, your skin is glowing. Please do tell what products you use on.
Hi, Heidi. Okay, well, thank you. Let's see, what did I use today? So, being at Beauty IQ, we tend to sample just a lot of stuff, like before we go on air, just to kind of see, you know, what we like about it, what you'll appreciate about it. And today, as far as skincare, I used Glow Recipe, and it was the Prem Black Cleansing Water. After that, I did the Dr. Gross Brightening Ferulic Serum, and then I did the Edward Bess Moisturizing Pearl Primer. And then foundation was Wonder, and then set in with the Kose Finishing Powder. So I hope that helps. It changes daily based on desperation and availability. So, okay, so I'm going to take the same hair piece, and I just want to show you. So, inside the weft right here, there's this half circle which all of the hair is connected to. And this is a good thing, because when we were talking about the quality of Bellamy, what's really nice is from the times that I'm used it, it's not like you're using a lot of hair. It's not like you can't feel like you can tug on it just you would your own hair. So the weft that everything is set in place is really, really strong. So it's half a circle. And so when you go to do something like this, I just want to point this out because you can only start your style from underneath the weft. So from here to here, you'll need to wrap hair probably around 2 inches, but with what we're going to create, it's going to be fine. But just to kind of give you a heads up, being like, well, why can't I start at the top? You want it to look like this, and you want it to wrap around that way. So I'm going to take the same little tools. Okay, there we go. So it's nice and snug. And then find your little hair strand right here. Oh, thank you. And a good way to test that if it's on there is take it on and off, like just while it's in your hand. And if you hear the Velcro click, that's a really good thing. So what I'm going to do here is actually add more hair from the single strand that was originally in there. And what that's going to do is cover up my hair that I already have in place from the weft. So, I'm just going to pop that in there. And from here, it's a little bit wider, but what's cool about this, and by the way, look at the difference. Like you can kind of see my hair poking through. Now remember, because this is unstyled, if I had all of these pieces curled like I have my hair, I'm not even really sure that you'd be able to see the textural difference. You just think, oh, those are her layers, not her actual hair length. So this is your best friend when it comes to this side pony, because you can wrap something around like this, and I'll just show you. Actually, this is falling. Hang on. Let me just secure it one more time.
What eyeshadow colors are you wearing? Debbie wants to know.
Ooh, eyeshadow colors, Debbie, are Bobbi Brown from the Metallic collection, and then I think I used a Too Faced palette, Natural Love, I think that's what that was. Then Bobbi Brown lips, Tarte highlighter, Tarte bronzer, Laura Geller blush, Grapefruit is my favorite. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of curl, but you can see just from right there, you can curl your hair no problem. So really quickly, what I'm going to do is just show you a little braid. And by the way, if you have darker hair and highlights, you can absolutely take this to your colorist, no problem, and have her color match your hair or color your extensions.
Angela is asking, where do you find that particular hairpiece and what brand?
Oh, so this particular hairpiece is Bellamy, so that's going to be our subject today, beauties. Bellamy Hair. It is a brand of natural hair extensions that we carry on Beauty IQ. So I'm just going to hold this here. Let me just wrap this up just one more time. And they're natural hair, and I am working with the 16-inch hairpiece. So I just want to go back and show you. So while this is like a little bit loose, I wanted to do like an open romantic braid. So because I'm working with all guys in the studio today, and two of the best guys, let me say, Sean and Mike are the greatest, but they don't have hair ties. And so I only brought one. And so if Kelly were here, if Jenna were here, I promise you they'd have like 3 on their arm. But I just wanted to show you through like a loose braid, and you can kind of pull it out with color and texture, and again, use the curling wand to create this. While I'm holding this, it's kind of just this like swept away romantic little braid that you can kind of like pull out and pull individual pieces in. So mine's falling. Here, I'll start again. Mine's kind of falling because I don't have my hair tied, but I'll show you just one more time. And I would suggest that when you're doing something like this, I guess the right word is like weaving your braid as tight as possible, because you want to be able to pull out some length when you get to the bottom. So do just that. And I like to just start from the bottom and push up. So yeah, there we go. So I have to hold it here. It's okay. It's totally fine. But there's my romantic swept braid, just to add a little fun and a little texture. And again, it's a ponytail, so super, super easy. And either side works. So I'm going to take that off, and that's going to wrap up with our 16-inch. Now, I have medium length hair. Up to you, really, what length you want to get. 16 is, you know, very believable for me. 20 would just be out of this world fabulous. And so there's lots of great tutorials on the Bellamy website with Facebook and Instagram. But at the end of the day, what took me from a top knot to a romantically swept braid was this 16-inch balayage. All right, so now the good stuff. I just discovered these hair extensions, and I don't know what took me so long to jump on the bandwagon. I think I was afraid that when I saw this much hair, I was like, I don't know, like that is all my hair. I don't know if I can put that on by myself. I don't know how it's going to work. And so I actually tried this for the first time on Friday, and I was so obsessed with it. I told the guys here at Makeup Monday, I was like, we have to do a tutorial on extensions, because since these are human hair, it's amazing how well it blends in for you not to have to do anything. So 2 schools of thought when you go to apply this. So first of all, sorry, my boots are like really loud. It's like rural cowboy boots back there. All right, so you get this little clear wire. Basically, when you go to put these on, and this is just a loose demonstration, you go to put this on like a headband. So that is the hardest part. And we're going to cover this up. It blends into the scalp, but just to show you how well this looks with my real hair, look at the color from right here, which is mine, to the top of the weft. So really, really believable. We have tons of color selections on beautyiq.com. So it's kind of fun, because for the price of what you'd probably pay for like a single process or double process with like highlights and lowlights, you get fabulous new hair. So what I'm going to do is take where I was going to put my clear wire, and I'm going to just take sections around the crown, just like that. And this actually doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to take this and just going to pin it up with my Sarapatimpa. God, that's magical. Okay. So now what you're going to do is take this over your hair just like that. And because you've got these clips, you'll still clip it into your hair just exactly as you did with the ponytail.
I've gotten a couple posts that say the link isn't working, so we'll get somebody to fix that.
Ooh, Ooh, sorry guys, if the link is not working, we can definitely get somebody to fix that. Hang on just mere moments.
And then a question is it heavy?
So it's not that heavy in all spectrum of things. And really quick before I continue answering that question, the one thing that you want to do is just make sure that this is centered, because we do have side pieces that I'm going to show you in just a second, but you want to make sure that it's the same length on each side before you snap it in. But in terms of the weight, honestly, like from the ponytail, I didn't find it to be that noticeably heavy. Again, I was using it as a top knot, so I wasn't, you know, really feeling the weight on my head. This definitely has a little bit more weight to it, but it's not uncomfortable. Like, and it's not something that's itchy either, because you have that wire at the top of your hair. And so what I'm doing now is basically just flicking my hair over the side to cover that wire. So I'll show you right through here. So you just want to make sure that's covered. So, I mean, not half bad for not being my head of hair. It's like kind of unrecognizable. And this is like where you feel super glamorous, because this is where no matter how many vitamins you take, you're like, why don't I have gorgeous America's Next Top Model hair? And it's probably because at some point, you're just not able to have gorgeous America's Next Top Model hair, because they probably don't have their own hair either. So this is just really fun and kind of like a 2-second fix. And what's cool about this is I actually love the way that this looks just with the halo in front with my layers. It kind of blends in really nice, but I have longer layers in the front. So you can always add in these side pieces, and I will show you what that looks like as well, just if you want a lot of voluminous hair. So here's just with the halo. Loving that. And see, you can't really even tell where that wire is. And then in the back, I'll show you what this looks like. So because I curled my hair earlier, it kind of just blends into my balayage. So now that we're here, if you're wondering, okay, well, what if I want like a lot of hair? I'm going to take this clip, and you'll take one of the side pieces that you get included in your Bel Air hair kit. So I usually take this section that's kind of right by my temple, right here. And don't be afraid, by the way, to, treat your extensions like the human hair that they are. Sometimes you just got to brush it out. Brush it out. So, and mine still has a little bit of curl left in it from Friday, but I'll probably just touch it up for a second. So, good news about this that I also really like is you don't have to tease these extensions, because sometimes I felt like with extensions that I would use in the past, like for special occasions, like if we were at Super Saturday or, you know, kind of doing something fun with my hair, that I'd really like do more harm than good with extensions. But these clip right in, they don't move, which is awesome, and they give you just a ton of hair.
Annette says, it's very gorgeous, looks so real.
Well, thank you very much, Annette. It is real. You know, that's not lying when you say that. Which is why I kind of love this hair collection even more, because when somebody says, oh my gosh, I love your hair, you're like, thank you. Thank you, it's mine. It's real. And by the way, like when you do this, some people don't have to use clips. I do. I'm still in the learning phases of these extensions, and so when you can kind of see, I have to touch my hair to be like, is that mine or is that the extension? It